So we have got three people making their debut on this card, and these are whoa, three really, I'd say, highly anticipated debuts. You know what I mean? And they're back to back to back, right? So headlining the prelims is the middleweight clash between Joseph Ugly Man Joe against a Jamie Nightwolf Pickett. We then have got actually, yeah, fuck it. Let's do that one first. But yeah, it is he heads the prelim, and then our next two are the first two fights on the main card. But yeah, Joseph Holmes, man, he definitely came. He came with a chip on his shoulder, right? He's been really doing his thing over in LFA. He's got some very good wins. He's 7-1 on a 7-fight win streak. You know what I mean? Hey, nothing to what I mean, be shoddy at, right? He lost his pro debut against Jordan Newman at Bellator 218. So that was March 2019. And since then, ain't looked back. Ain't looked back. And yeah, submissions, right? Submissions and stoppages, all of those fights. The only one that went to a decision was a Muay Thai fight, right? All the MMA fights, though, straight stoppages, which is just very impressive. Fought twice in 2020. And then fought five times. Yeah, five times in 2021. One of those was a Muay Thai fight, but yeah, four MMAs. Pretty good, right? And one of those fights was a last minute affair, right? Last minute affair, but he took it. He was on because all of these three debuts are coming from the 2021 Contender Series. So he won that fight, won it, rear naked choke, second round, beat Shante Barnes, but didn't get the contract, didn't get to, but what he did get, right? Dana was like, hey, it was good, but I just need to see one more. I need to see one more, and I'll get you on a card. And if you win that, you're in, right? He wasn't happy. He felt he should have got in. And I don't blame him, right? From the body of work, what we've seen, you know what I mean? You think, yeah, he's in, right? But he went to Fury FC 53. First round TKO. First round TKO. Got himself into the UFC, baby. All right, got himself into the UFC. Now he's going up against the Nightwolf, Jamie Pickett, right? Who's coming, via the 2020 Contender Series, and right, shared opponent, right? Because Pickett beat Javon Patty in the Contender Series to get into the UFC, and Holmes beat Patty at Fury FC 53. You know what I mean? So yeah, a little bit of symmetry there, people. But also Pickett, that was his first try, right? He did the 2017 Contender, lost that. Did the 2019, lost that, but came back, persevered, came back, got to UFC. Now, lost the first two fights. Lost the first Tafon Newaki and Jordan Wright, but beat Lorino Staropoli last time out, right? So that was October last year. And you know, I mean, he looked good. Jamie Pickett is a very good opponent, but I just think Holmes, he's gonna, you know, he's gonna have that chip on his shoulder, but also, people, all those finishes, his submission game is there. And you know what I mean, getting a TKO in his last fight, he knows a stand up isn't shabby. So yeah, I think Holmes walks away with the win. I think Holmes walks away with the win. You know what I mean? So next up, right, our first fight on the main card, we have got Joanderson Brito making his debut against Bill Algo, featherweight division clash. And yeah, Brito, again, you know, 2021 Contender Series. He is 12-2-1 on an 11 fight win streak. Whew. Little crazy, right? So he beat Diego Lopez to get that UFC contract, right? Before that, he, you know, got a first round stoppage early, 44 seconds, LFA 85, no, 65. Beat Jose Mascal. All right, so yeah, he's got TKOs, he's got submissions, you know, like, and a mixture, a pretty even mixture, people. So you know he is no slouch. But Senior Perfecto, Billy Aljo, right? He is no slouch either. He's 14-6. Now he's coming off a loss in his last fight, right? Which was against Ricardo Ramos. And that was, you know what I mean? It was a close fight. That was a close fight. Aljo, you know what I mean? He brings it, right? He definitely brings it, right? He is a Contender Series vet. He lost, but he persevered, got a win, and got a late call up to the UFC. So you know, he trains um at Sarah BJJ sometimes, right? So you know, we know he's no slouch. We know he's no slouch. And he's probably had this stiffer competition, right? So yeah, I think, oh man, it's a tough, oh Jesus, this is such a tough fight. Such a tough fight. Um, I mean, fuck. You know what? I think I'm gonna go Brito. Those submissions, man. You know what I mean? Those submissions. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Brito. So then our next fight, it's a lightweight clash. Dakota Bush is going up against the newcomer, right? Viska Vis Vak Vakeslav Broshev. And this dude is it's pretty fucking funny, right? Slava claws, you know. Now he's a alpha male, right? Fights out of alpha male. One of the tallest people at alpha male as well, I'd imagine. Being 5'11". But yeah, he's 5-1 on a 3-fight win streak. And boy, he's looked good, right? So he's been doing his thing at Titan, had 2 very good finishes there, got onto the Contender, and yeah, put Chris Duncan to sleep in the second round, man, and did a jig afterwards. So yeah, he can definitely finish. Can definitely finish. And his sole pro loss was a split decision. At LFA 96. Right. So he's going up against Dakota Bush, right? Who is tough as hell. He's 8-3. Now he's coming off a loss in the last one, which was a late call up. And that took place in April last year. Before that, 2 very good wins in LFA, both first round, right? So, I mean, the Bush is tough. Bush is definitely tough. I think he will put himself out there, right? Now he's very good with the submissions, but Slapper, he has got that one punch knockout power, right? He trains submissions, being an alpha male, and yeah, I think Slavoclaws gets it done. I think Slavoclaws pulls out the win. But boy, these debuts, I cannot wait. Cannot wait for these, man. Great fight.